Hey everyone, welcome back to Vedic Sage. I'm Dr. Dhaliwal, and today we're going to be talking about the general characteristics of Aquarius individuals. And from an Ayurvedic perspective, all matter is made up of 5 basic elements: ether, air, fire, water, and earth. And we can see here that the 5 elements condense down into doshas, which happen to be an organization of qualities. For example, ether and air form the vata dosha, fire and water form the pitta dosha, and water and earth form kapha dosha. If we take a look at the first house, we can see that Saturn is the ascendant lord for Aquarius individuals. And Ayurveda looks upon Saturn as being a Vata planet. The first house generally represents the physical self, one's personality, and vitality. Aquarius is symbolized as the pot which contains water, often representing the enjoyment in gathering knowledge. This can be appreciated by taking notice of Venus, the pleasure-seeking planet, in 2 houses of education, the 4th and the 9th house. If we take a look at Saturn, we can see that Aquarius individuals often have the theme of gain and loss. This is because Saturn owns both the 1st house and the 12th house. The 1st house gives the gains, while the 12th house gives the losses. We can see here that Jupiter owns the 11th house, and in the normal zodiac, Aquarius is the 11th sign, giving these individuals a strong interest in friends, joining clubs, and becoming part of certain societies. This affinity for clubs and certain societies is not merely for entertainment, but also comes from a sense of obligation of becoming part of these organizations. These individuals, these Aquarius individuals, often take on the obligations and the responsibilities that's centered around these clubs and societies. It's interesting to note that Jupiter owns 2 materialistic houses dealing with money, the 2nd and the 11th houses. And Jupiter is a planet of knowledge, not necessarily feeling comfortable with dealing with money matters. Therefore, Aquarius individuals do not often get overly excited about money matters. If we take a look at Mars, we can see that Mars owns both the 3rd house of courage and willpower, as well as the 10th house of career. It's also interesting to see that Saturn is debilitated in the sign of Aries, which happens to be the 3rd house of courage. This implies that Aquarius individuals may often feel timid, or it can imply that there's a distance between their own siblings. If we take a look at Venus, we can see that Venus owns the 9th house of higher learning and spirituality. Saturn, the ascendant lord, also happens to be exalted in the sign of Libra, which again is the 9th house. This implies that Aquarius individuals often are more interested in the scientific approach opposed to blind faith and devotion in regards to spirituality. Okay guys, this was just a simple and brief video on the general characteristics of Aquarius individuals. If you have any questions, feel free to enter them down below in the comment section, or you can visit us at VedicSage.com. Till we meet next time, take care.